Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. It's time, folks. We have traveled all of the Kingdom of Drangleic. In our journeys, we have collected multiple souls. We first collected the soul of the Lost Sinner, most likely the soul of the Witch of Izalith, carried through the ages to the Lost Sinner, a being who loved the dark and hated the light. We also collected the soul of the Old Iron King, most likely the soul of Gwyn, passed through the ages to the Old Iron King, who built a mighty empire which was taken over by lava, and the king was turned into a demon. We also collected the soul of the Rotten, most likely the continuing soul of Nito, the Lord of the Dead, that was contained inside of a mass of corpses and a being that seemed tormented by its inability to make life, as we saw through the statues that it created. We also have the soul of the king, King Vendrick, a great man who was supposed to lead his kingdom to greatness, who went across the sea to fight the giants, but in fighting the giants, found a magic that would allow him to create golems. He used that magic to create a mighty kingdom of Drangleic, to create this mighty palace we find ourselves in at the beginning of this episode. But he refused to fulfill his destiny and complete the cycle of linking the fire, eventually abandoning his fate and becoming a husk, a hollow, a cursed soul, wandering forever in the depths of the undead crypt. We collected the soul of an ancient dragon locked away in a memory, guarded by an evil spider. This soul, we don't know exactly where it came from. We don't know what the dragon was doing there, but we know that his soul waited for us to come. We also collected a giant lord soul. The soul of the giant lord who once conquered Drangleic. This is the giant, the leader of the giants, who Vendrick fought against, and whose battle with Vendrick, sorry to stutter there, folks, I was trying to remember everything, whose battle with Vendrick is what crushed Vendrick's soul somehow. With these giant souls in our possession, we are ready to go to the Throne of Want and possibly take control of the throne and maybe, once again, link the fire, complete the destiny that Vendrick decided to abandon. That is my very loose grasp on the storyline of this game. The reason we are doing this, of course, is because we are cursed with the dark sign right here. And by fulfilling this destiny, we may be able to cure ourselves of the curse by linking the fire. That's what I think is happening. Now, Dark Souls, there are a lot of lore out there. A lot of lore I don't understand. Again, I'm just going off kind of the stuff I know and what I've played in the game and what we've seen. It is time for us to continue. So, we are here at the King's Gate. We have on the Ring of the King. This is in the bottom of Drangleic Castle. If you remember, just for reference, that's the room where we had to fight a bunch of those bosses. And I think, yeah, there's a summon sign in there, but we won't be able to use it. And then this leads to the Throne of Want, where we fought the Watcher and Defender of the Throne. It looks like our friend, the Emerald Herald, is here. Oh, she took her hood off.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none. I was born of dragons, contrived by men. by ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
So it is time for us to fight Nashandra, the Queen of Vendrick, a being who has decided to continue the dark and not allow the flame to be linked. We must fight her, we must link the flame and cure ourselves of the curse. Let's do this, folks. And by let's do this, I mean let's get ready to die over and over again as we try to beat the main boss, the final boss of Dark Souls. Here we go. This is a really long run. It's kind of ruining the dramatic moment. Just a little. This is comically a long way to walk. And with no dramatic music, it's even more comical. Play some music. Get some of them ladies singing for us again. Something. Anything. Okay, we got our summon sign. Is it Barnhart again, I wonder? Oh, we got two. Alright, who's here to help us? We have Bradley of the Old Guard. Let's summon him in. And who do we have here? Benhart of Jugo. We will summon him as well. Bradley, we salute you. Benhart, we salute you. I was going to bow. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. Let's see what this boss is all about. I should have cast a great magic weapon before opening the door. That's okay. There she is. Nashandra. Oh, look, she's got... Oh, her dress is made out of dead people.
Grave undead. You have proven yourself to me. Be one with the dark.
Well, she's not as pretty as she was on the throne. Alright, so... what do we have here? I think I heard that she can summon, like, stuff that curses you. Yep, she does. So we're gonna get cursed, probably. That's okay. Oh, these things are what are doing it. No biggie. We've got, where's my life gems? Oh, whoa, lightning! A big scythe. I'm gonna get on her other side here. See if we can offset the curse. Can we just kill these things? Like, does that stop it? There we go. Oh, she's casting lightning. We probably don't want to be on this side. Ooh. Man, that curse is just awful. Oh, Bernhardt and everybody are in trouble. Let's see if I can help them with my miracles. If I die because of this miracle, I'll be upset. Woo! Maybe not the best plan. Yeah, these curse things are awful. Oh, no! We're in trouble. We are in big, big time trouble. There we go. We're not in trouble. Victory achieved! Soul of Nashandra.
Many monarchs have come and gone.
One drowned in poison, another succumbed to flame. Still another slumbers in the realm of ice. Not one of them stood here. As you do. Now. You, conqueror of adversities. Is your answer?
Oh! It's another boss! Why'd you run away? I was trying to heal you. Bradley, I would like to heal you. That's not healing Bradley. Okay, I guess we just gotta get on with this. I want my health back. Okay, we get our health back while Bradley has him distracted. Bradley is a tough guy. Alright, he disappeared again. Where'd he go? Woo! He is not a fan of us, apparently. Oh, our magic does a joke amount of damage. Let that kind of pop up there. Oh, the fire! Don't stand next to him. Woo! So little damage. Alright, let's just watch out for where his stuff comes up out of the ground. Or Bradley can just take it all, because he's a man. He's got this. This guy has like a bazillion hit points. Hey, where's those going? None over here. Probably gonna catch fire again. No reason to stand on the fire there. Alright, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna fire up first? Yeah, there's the fire we've come to know and hate. A couple of these orbs. Going after Bradley, I see. I did not want an Estus. There we go. Bradley, heal yourself, Bradley. Good job. You the bomb, Bradley. I'm glad we have all these Radiant Soul Gems, actually. Alright, that's coming. Breaking for us. Ah! Woo! Aldia, what other tricks do you have up your sleeve? Ah, we missed. Oh, if we hit him right here, we can avoid his fire. That's actually pretty useful. Uh-oh. That seemed bad. Aldia decided to go stand in it. Aldia's not the brightest. Or Bradley, the old guard. Not Aldia. Oh, really? Does he just not stop being on fire at all? Bradley, heal yourself. Yes, Bradley, heal. Good thinking. Maybe don't let him do that to you, but you know how it is. Bradley, I need you to stop. I need you to stop rolling directly into him. guy has got some hit points. Tell you what. No. No. No, 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 no. Oh! That was... No, 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 no. No, you don't. You see what he tried to do? Oh! No, 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 Grug. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ooh! What am I doing? I'm throwing it all away at the very end. Alright. Bradley, get ready. That's coming, and it's bad. That is so bad. Who's it gonna hit, me or Bradley? Bradley. Bradley survived it like a boss. Alright. Out of... Oh, come on. Come on. He takes 21 points of damage. And now we're the only target. Okay. We're it. This is seriously not cool, game. I need him to not be on fire so I can hit him. Where's he coming up? Where's he coming up? Nope. Alright. There he is. He's not on fire. He takes the maximum damage. What's he gonna do? Tentacles in the ground. Okay. Ground tentacles. Ground tentacles are down. Alright, now what's he gonna do? Ground tentacles. Grug! Alright, stop being on fire. Oh no, it's... Okay, it's the little ones. Ow! Alright, where's he at? Where's he coming up? Oh, no, no! Grug! Ground tentacles were in a bad spot. Bad spot, Grug. Woo! Alright. Got him! Woo! Victory achieved! Alrighty. Give me them souls.
And remain here patiently. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. Would you tell me? Light, dark, or something else entirely?
Okay. So we have an option. We can walk out, or we can walk to the flame, the kiln. Folks, we are going to link the fire. We linked it in the first game. We're going to link it again. Proceed to throne.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this. Great Sovereign, take your throne. What lies ahead, only you can see.
I expected more fire. Aha! Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Complete. Woo! Alright, we're going to let the credits play through here. I may stop talking partway through the credits and come back at the end, depending how long they are. Last time, it took forever for the credits on the previous Dark Souls game. So that was fun. I will say, with the summons, the final boss was not really difficult. In fact, if we look back at the bosses, I feel that in this game, as we got farther into the game, some of the bosses just were real easy. Now, of course, some of them were difficult. We died a whole bunch of times. But when we look at some of the bosses like that, the Demon of Song was a fairly simple boss. Nashandra seemed like a fairly simple boss, at least within the game mechanics we were able to use. The final boss, Aldia, the Scholar of the First Sin, seemed also to be a rather easy boss as long as you didn't stand in the fire. There wasn't a lot of work required to beat him or her. I'm not sure what it was. Those bosses seemed really easy. When you look back at some of the other bosses, like the Ruined Sentinel fight with the one Sentinel and then the two Sentinels together. Let me think of some of the other bosses. The multiple gargoyle fight, that was also rather difficult. In fact, most of the fights that I feel were difficult were made difficult by the fact that there were just multiple enemies we were fighting. So I feel like that's the challenge gimmick for this game, is having to fight multiple things at once. Yeah, like the, oh, what's it called? Come on. The Watcher and the Defender of the Throne. Again, a two-enemy fight. Took a lot of tries. Now I'm sure there's probably some... Oh, and the Chariot boss, again. Not the boss itself that was difficult, it was the gimmick of getting the boss. So, overall though, a fun game. Those are just some random thoughts I have here at the end while I'm talking away over the final credits. Overall, pretty fun game. I know some people say they don't like Dark Souls 2. As somebody who's played a little bit of Demon Souls, all of Dark Souls 1, all of Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne, I'd say it ranks okay. It feels real similar to Dark Souls 1. I don't feel like it's too big of a departure. I would say it does feel a little bit easier than Dark Souls 1 maybe. But that might be because Dark Souls 1 was the first Dark Souls game I played, and so that game was really hard. And that game I actually gave up on and had to go back to actually beat it. So that might be why this game felt a little bit easier. The other thing is the item descriptions give a lot of the story. We got a little bit of story for the NPCs. The one thing in Dark Souls that I like and dislike, I think, at the same time, I feel like Dark Souls 1 had a pretty coherent story. You're the undead. To break the curse, go ring the bells. And then once you ring the bells, you find out as the undead there's more to the story. Because the serpents show up and they say, hey, you need to link the fire. And that kind of puts you on your path for the rest of the game. This one here, the story did not feel as good. At least the very top level of the story. I know we kind of recapped at the beginning of the episode, but basically they said, hey, you got to go get these 4 massive souls so that you can go to the castle. So you go get the 4 souls and you go to the castle. And once you get to the castle, it felt like everything kind of fell apart. The game became extremely streamlined as far as where we were supposed to go. And it felt like it was more just we were on rails. There was not so much a lot of story happening there that we were getting. So the story doesn't feel as strong as Dark Souls 1. The NPCs were okay. Most of them, I keep saying at the end of this, I do apologize for that. The NPCs were okay. I feel like I wish they had a little more dialogue. I felt that way in all the Dark Souls. I wish there was a little more dialogue from the NPCs. I think there's only one NPC we didn't finish everything out for. Well, we probably missed some stuff, but there's only one NPC whose dialogue we didn't get to see a lot of, and that was the guy in charge of the Covenant of Dark, or the Dark Pilgrim, that dude in a wheelchair. We didn't find him in the third place. I'm not sure where the third spot is where you find him, but that's something you may want to go back and look. I'm not going to do the DLC in this playthrough, I've decided as well. I just have some other playthroughs I need to get recorded, and full disclaimer, this playthrough, we're at about, I think we're 60 some odd videos total. I'm not sure the exact amount as I'm recording this, but in each of those videos is about a half hour or so. But in total, I've spent 60 hours to get through this playthrough. Between leveling off screen and just going around different places. That's a lot of time to put into a single playthrough for me. And considering that I have some other very long playthroughs I need to record, I just do not have the time, unfortunately, to do the DLCs. What I would recommend, though, is if you haven't played through Dark Souls 2, it was a fun game. Go out, get the game, play through what you've seen me do so far, and then go play the DLCs and enjoy them. Scholar of the First Sin Edition is pretty cheap. I want to say it's like 30 or 40 bucks on Steam. I'll have the link to the Steam store in the section of the video, the details of the video. Sorry. So if you want to click on that and go buy it yourself, that'd be great. And then you can play through the DLC yourself and maybe enjoy some fresh content that you haven't seen if this is the first playthrough of Dark Souls you've ever watched. I'd also recommend, if you liked the game, I am not the best Dark Souls player. We've talked about many times throughout the playthrough. Some other people you might want to look at, Tartarus Rage. I'll put a link down in the description of this as well. Hopefully I'll remember to do that by the time this airs. But Tartarus Rage, a person I know in real life, I know the YouTuber, I'd recommend maybe go checking out his playthrough. It's a lot quicker. His play style is a lot different than mine as far as his confidence with the game and his speed through areas. And of course, there are some of the top-notch players that I'll mention that I have watched play Dark Souls games before. That's people like Epic Name Bros videos. If you're looking for lore, the VidiVidya videos are extremely great. I'd recommend those if you want to see what is pretty much the lore of Dark Souls broke down for you, and of Bloodborne as well. So hopefully those are some good things to check out. There are tons of people playing Dark Souls online, and if you have sat through my entire playthrough, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's see how much more we have left on these credits. Quite a bit, I think. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop talking for a little bit. We're going to let the rest of the credits play, and I'll come back when the credits are done. Oh, we actually might be at the very end of the credits. Let's see here. Got some copyright information. That's usually the end of the credits. Ooh. Maybe it's the end of the credits. I'm not sure. Worcester, UK. Sounds like a good place to live. Oh, yes. This must be the end of the credits because there's the third-party licensing stuff. Look at that. I talked through the entire credits. I feel proud of myself. So, Dark Souls 1, when it ended, it went right into New Game Plus, and it wanted you to run through the game again with tougher enemies. Let's see what this game does when you finish it. Loading. Ah! We're back in the bonfire. Everybody's here. Wait a minute. Is there going to be a whole bunch of new dialogue? Are we going to have a follow-up episode?
Hello again. How have you been? Once
Master Carillion spoke excitedly of this land. He made talk of the remnants of some great power and the deep abyss that surrounds it. I tried to ask more, but he didn't seem to hear. Oh, I'll never be good enough, will I?
So that's the Dark Pilgrim
Be safe.
quest line. Let's go take a look at the map. Do these people have anything else?
You've been long away. Well.
Okay, no. This is all the same dialogue. Let's run out here. I want to look at the map of souls, or of fire. It shows all the bosses we've killed. I think that'd be a nice little end of the playthrough. So down here, boom. There's the completed map.
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it.
Which is pretty cool. We lit up all those flames by killing us some bosses. And I think if we wanted to go to New Game Plus, we could talk to the lady over here, the Emerald Herald. I think she will send us to New Game Plus if we talk to her. So I'm not going to talk to her. Well, let's talk to her. Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Bearer of the curse, I will always be at your side until hope has fully withered.
No, we can just level up here. We are soul level 162 when we beat the game. If you're wondering, I did spend all of our consumable souls and just blew them on levels. What do we do if we do here? Ah! So there is where you can do New Game Plus if you wanted to. I'm not going to right now, because I'm going to leave this character alone in case I decide I want to take on the DLC at a later time. But for right now, let's get away from Captain Hammer. This is where we will wrap up our playthrough of Dark Souls 2. Let's head over here by this tree, get a nice little view of the world here. The castle in the background. Or maybe if we can get the bonfire there. And this is what it's all about, folks. A good ending. There we are. Yeah, we'll just get the bonfire in the town in the background. How's that? Ooh, is that what this rock is for? Photo opportunities? Maybe. Maybe? Yes. Okay. That's exactly why this is here. The developers know what they were doing. That's inappropriate. There we go. So, folks, it's been fun venturing from Majula. I hope you've enjoyed the playthrough. I know I've kind of rambled on at the end here, but it's been great fun. So I'm going to say to everybody, thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Every subscriber helps the channel grow. And as always, we hope to see you soon.